Hi guys. Nobody's here yet, but I'm late. I came in late. It was another one of those nights when I thought I was going to make it earlier, but so be it. Hi, whoever's first. Happy to see you here. I can't seem to get this at exactly the right angle. Hi. I see that the troops are coming in. Hi, Evie. I am hanging in there, and hanging in there sometimes is a good thing. We do the best we can. Hi, Denise. Nice to see you again. So, yeah, sort of wrapping up the week and getting ready to start a brand new one and see where that takes me, and doing a lot of investigating about a lot of things, and still kind of smiling at the universe and the curves it throws. And it's all fine because in the end, I know it's a little nudge to kind of move in a direction, and I'm not exactly sure what the direction is going to be yet, but it's somewhere, and somewhere is a good thing. So we shall see how it goes. And how is everybody else doing? I had a kind of funny experience today. I had to laugh because I had decided to put a few of my things on this other storefront kind of thing called Mercari. It's an app, it's another selling app. And when the things weren't moving so quickly or moving at all on Poshmark, I decided to try to do that. And within 10 minutes of putting something on there, I sold something and I said, "Ooh, this is really nice." So all day I was kind of feeling up about that, and it made me laugh because I said, "Wow, this could be a good thing." But apparently the rules are a little bit different at Mercari than they are on Poshmark. And what happened on Mercari was many hours later, I got a notification from them that the person wanted to cancel. So I laughed because they only allow a very short window to cancel on Poshmark. And the reason for that is in case somebody accidentally clicks to buy. But this was not that kind of situation. So it made me smile because it's interesting. One learns as one goes along. So that was fine. I wound up, I'm doing a lot in the house. I'm getting a lot of stuff done. I also was grooming one of the dogs. It's taking longer than it typically would. Oh, hi Dee. It's taking longer than it typically would because I haven't done it in a while, so it's more tedious, and I don't want to hurt any of them. So I'm working at a very slow pace to make sure that it's done right, but that it's not going to hurt. So I started to film it, and I said it's going to be really long. I'm going to obviously have to cut it in bits and pieces, and I did not get a chance to do it again today because I had to get out for a little while. I had a couple of things I had to take care of, and uh, I went to pick up something for lunch. I cannot eat that food every single day. It's starting to really make me feel sick. So I'm doing it part of the time, but I have to kind of fill in with other things as I am able. So I got out, and then I just ran a few other errands and came back, took out the garbage, which was a huge effort because I'm doing all this clean out. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, and it's heavy, and it's because of the way I walk, it kind of takes a little bit of time to get done. And I did it. It took me, I think, 4 or 5 trips back from my house to the curb. And at one point, it looked like the pail was going to turn over, and I said, please don't turn over, because I figured I was going to turn over right with it. So thank God it didn't. Oh, somebody had suggested that I do another Shop My Closet video, and I'm going to do that. I really think that that might be fun, because to just kind of show you great ways that you can put together outfits with stuff that you might already have, once again, or different looks with maybe one pair of pants and different tops, or different pieces of jewelry with it, and just going through some of that, because she had said she was looking at one of them and really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to, hi Sandy, nice to see you. That was such a cute picture of your granddaughter. She is absolutely adorable. Are they back yet? Did they get home yet? I thought they were going just for a week. So it's getting to be that time when it's vacation time for a lot of people. So that is nice. Oh, Tuesday? Okay. Yeah, it's gone fast, hasn't it? Although maybe living it a day at a time, it doesn't go as fast as it seems. For me, every day is just flying by because there's so much to do. And it's kind of hard to try to pick out what to do first. Oh, there's a tornado watch? Oh, wow. Son of a gun. I didn't know you had tornadoes there. Is that typical or atypical for the area? I know there are places in the middle of the country where they have tornadoes, but I didn't realize that it was in Louisville. So that's surprising to me. Although I guess with Indiana just above it, and those mid states. No, not typically. Yeah. Yeah, I think for me too, with the consideration of going to a different place, I'm going to have to get used to all kinds of different things about weather and living and bugs and all of that. Yeah, yeah, I would imagine that it wouldn't be. Do you? You have tornadoes every summer? I had no idea. I do remember when my girlfriend Mary lived in Charlotte, that she referred to it as the lightning capital of the earth. You haven't had any tornadoes? Yeah, thank God we don't have that here, by and large. Although one day, a couple of years ago, my friend Jackie and I, three Mercer. Oh, I could imagine. Oh, I was sitting with Jackie. We had gone to show a house in Wantagh, which is a couple of towns away. And we were sitting in the car waiting for the buyers to show up. And when they came on the radio and they said that there was a tornado watch, and we sort of looked at each other, because the next house we were showing was in another town about 5 towns west of there. Hi, how are you, Irene? Getting close, huh? So it was, we had to go, as I say, about 5 towns away. And Jackie and I both said, well, if there is a tornado, I hope it blows us in the right direction. But thank God nothing happened at that point. So it's kind of, when you live in an area, whatever it is, you sort of take for granted the things that you know about it. Yes, yeah, I know. Are you getting nervous or are you getting excited? Hi, Patty. I would think that for me, if it were my time to go, I think I'd be both nervous and excited. Oh, oh yeah, Sandy, you're gonna have to teach me some things too. I really want to see about maybe trying to do some things through Facebook. In addition to what I do on YouTube, I think it might be nice for us as a group to be able to do that. It's falling into place. Great. That's really great. Yeah, and I think once you get there and you start to get settled in, and it's like the excitement of something new and something, it's a whole new life. So that can be a good thing. Um, yeah, I'm kind of trying to envision what it would be like, but it's kind of hard to do yet. Oh, you and Sandy talk a lot. That's great. That really is great. And how far away? Well, you're in Tennessee, so you're not close. But you said you had people down there seeing each other on Facebook. That would be a wonderful thing. That really would be a wonderful thing. And I think that would be nice for everybody to kind of feel as if they can be more involved and, hi, Lauren, and kind of more integrated into it rather than just listening to me and having this little side chat. So I think this is great, and I'll certainly continue it, but I would love to have that as an option for us to kind of play with and see what we can do. An adventure. Yeah, like Facebook Live on almost 100 degrees. What part of Florida, D? Sandy knows how to do everything, Irene. She really knows how to do everything. She's our go-to because she investigates everything and learns everything. So yes, yeah. So if you can do that, I think we should give it a try and see how it plays out for us. And I think it might be a nice addition for us. 100 degrees is, it was 88 there. It was warm here too, and I got a little bit nervous because I was doing some work. Oh, you're in the villages? I was just looking at the villages last night or the night before. I was looking at a lot of reviews and got a lot of phenomenal reviews. Yes. Oh, did she? Yeah, I'm not surprised. She was helping me too. Hi, nice to see you, Carla. Um, oh, Lita, nice to see you. Yes, it has been a while. I'm so glad you were able to join us. That's great. Um, they've been there for 20 years. There were reviews there where people were raving about it and saying how great it was and how everybody loved everybody. And then there was some reviews in there that said, get out, don't stay there. It's terrible because, hi, Myra, because everything is strictly that and there's nothing outside of the villages that, but, there are some people that are not going to like anything. And there are other people who are, but it had a lot of really good reviews. I didn't really get to look at actual real estate. I don't think you do. Oh, really? 4 years ago? And have you made a lot of friends down there? Is the village is gated, by the way? But how could it? I mean, it's got this huge number of homes. I forgot. Yeah, it's in a remote area. That's what I had heard. Yeah, I've been to Clearwater. Clearwater was nice, but I was there a long time ago. And of course, southern Florida on the East Coast, there are a lot of nice places as well. Um, yeah, I think as I think about it, I am, I'm feeling sort of attracted to the idea. 120,000 people, wow. Out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Going up all clear, what does that mean? Liked it or didn't like it? Um, yeah, being in a remote area doesn't excite me. I'd sort of rather be someplace that's sort of not far from things. It's like its own town. I think it is like its own town. They were talking about having squares and having all kinds of entertainment, hospital stores, exactly. Hi, Nona. It's good to see you as well. I'm happy you were able to join us. It has everything. You had a watch. I think I missed something. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think that it's certainly right for a lot of people. Oh, gotcha. The tornado watch, yes. But all blue hairs? Yeah, I got it now. I forgot about the tornado watch. Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't forget about it, but I wasn't seeing it in that, I wasn't making the connection at that point. But by the way, Sandy, if you have to go down to the basement, they use golf. That's what I heard. Miles of golf cart roads. Funny. Oh, wow. Now, when you're down in the basement, do you get reception? Can you be on a phone or iPad or anything? She does a lot of volunteer work there. No, Patty doesn't. Patty doesn't live there. Oh, I shouldn't speak for you, Patty. You can speak for yourself. Uh, but I'm looking into all the different possibilities everywhere, just not really, not at all sure what to do, but I need to focus on here and now and what I'm doing here, but at the same time, I need to focus on the future. So having information is going to be enormously helpful. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is it like where you have the hatch that you pull down kind of thing? I remember on the Real Housewives, I think it was of Orange County, where Vicky's daughter had moved. Yeah, texting is slow. I know. I really need to be really close to where I can get good medical care. That's really important. I don't know. Yeah, that's paramount to me. So I guess what I need to do is take a look at areas and see what the medical facilities around are, and do they have good cancer centers or whatever. It's a regular basement in a house. Oh, wow. 1 hour from Orlando. Oh, that's funny. Lots of blue hairs. That is so funny. I bet they do have many doctors. Yeah. Yes, I know. Years ago, it used to be referred to fondly as God's waiting room. They have said, of course, since that people of all ages have been moving to Florida, so it's different. That's funny. That's really funny. So it is interesting, though, trying to explore different areas and trying to visualize what it would be like. Yeah. I know seniors in hospitals, but it's really important for me because of my situation and because of what I had that they have good cancer care. And please God, I pray that I never get it again, but it's a reality in my world. So as long as you like the heat, I don't like the heat. I really don't. That is so funny. That is really funny. But of course, in Florida, and I remember this from many years ago, I remember my aunt telling me that she used to live, she lived in my uncle's condo in Century Village in Boynton. Oh my God. Oh, Sandy. Oh, God, that's sick. Oh my God. Anyway, when she lived there, she used to talk about Publix and how they would wheel your cart out to the car. I don't know if they still do that, but apparently they did it at the time. So it sounded really nice to me because it was very different than what we had here. So yeah, all of that. And it's, I love to learn things. I always have. So learning about different areas is, he was the spokesperson. He absolutely was. But he used to talk a lot more about, my uncle bought at Century Village in Deerfield Beach. They do it in Noonan. Yeah, that's great. That really is great. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my uncle, when he bought at Century Village, he bought there when it was brand new. They were just building it. That must have been around 1969, 1970. I was a young girl. And it was so, I mean, he was going to Florida. It was like, he was planning on his retirement. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He loved living there. And then my aunt lived there with him until she came back and stayed with me. She was with me the last 5 years of her life after he died. Do they? Oh, funny. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, they are doing that a lot where they're giving seniors jobs. I mean, I think it's great because I think people who are older had a different work ethic than a lot of younger people. I'm not certainly trying to diminish younger people, but I think there are some younger people who just don't have that same work ethic that we used to have, where you would give your all to whatever job you were doing and you wanted to do it to the best of your ability. So uh, I think it often can be more about the paycheck at this point than doing the job. So yeah, they look after each other. Yeah. My cousin lives there now. She lives in her, what was her father's apartment. And it's funny because I had looked at that yesterday too, or the day before, whenever I was looking at all in West Palm Beach. Wait a minute, Deerfield Beach. Oh, the other one was, what was that? Pembroke Pines? Is that lots of jobs for older people? Oh, that's good. Yes. Yeah, because I think that I would need a job. I think that would be, yeah, I mean, something. It really is true, though. If I could, in Kroger's, Oh, funny. Aw, aw, that's cute. That is cute. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 I definitely do not want that. I don't want to have to be upstairs. I don't want to have to be anything that needs an elevator. I want to be where it's easier because if I have to walk the dogs, that will not be easy for me. So, and then again, I still have to see what my options are for the dogs, but I'm not up to that. I'm just I'm just checking out different areas at this point. And I don't know if Melissa's on, but Melissa, if you want to send me any information as well, I would appreciate it. I just am gathering information at this point because it's not confusing, but well, it's confusing, I guess, in the sense that I really don't have a clue where I'm going to wind up yet. But it is what it is. Oh, Dee, you just reminded me. I have, um, oh, for heaven's sakes, I totally forgot. Oh, thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it. Applesauce. Aw, oh, Sandy. Oh, but that's so sweet. Aw. Um, maybe he had one of those senior moments. God, I lost my train of thought again. I've got so much on my mind that it's really hard to kind of store it all and just try to figure out. You know what I feel a little bit like? I feel like I'm a child again and I am Del Webb Communities. Okay. Um, I feel as if I'm at somebody's party and they're playing pin the tail on the donkey. And you know when they blindfold you and then they twirl you around a few times? That's how I feel. I feel like I have been twirled around. Yes, I'm sure you do, Irene. I have no doubt. There is no doubt about it. There is, and there's so much to do, and there are so many decisions to make. What made you choose that area to begin with, Irene? I don't remember if you had told me. Oh, I have every intention of doing that, speaking to a financial advisor, because my friend who moved down to Florida, it sorts out, I assume is what you were trying to say. Not as big as the villages. Yeah, I know. I know. I get those all the time. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is all anyway. My friend who moved to Florida had a financial advisor tell her what she should do, and he did invest some of the money that she had left after she sold her house, and when she bought her condo, it was all factored in, so she knew what she would need to live on. And she lives in Coral Lakes, and she bought an apartment because she said she didn't want a house anymore. She wanted an apartment. She just didn't want to be responsible for a separate house with all the things that can go wrong, even if it's a condo, but a house. So she felt better being in a building, and she's very happy with it. Of course, she moved down there. What did it go up to? Were you talking about the rent here or rent where? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that, yeah, so you had some knowledge of it then. Yeah. I think once you've been to a place and you like it and you feel as if it feels comfortable. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It is definitely au natural. Yeah, I've got to get back to wearing my wigs. I miss them. But yeah, yeah, it's kind of hard. When David and Michelle moved out to Scottsdale, wow, wow. And how much space is that for? 2020. Whew. Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of the rents are so high. And again, I mean, it had been suggested to me, David certainly thought, one bedroom. Oh, Lord, that's crazy. Oh, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. David definitely suggested to me that I rent 640 square feet for 2020? That's crazy. Wow. That's even worse than here. Amazing. Here you can get a one bedroom for anywhere from 15 to 1800 typically. You know, a decent size one bedroom. She's in you know, a pricier area. So, yeah, I mean, I would imagine 257 for exactly 100. Yes, I know. It's crazy. I had said to David when he was talking about renting, and again in California, yeah, and Suffolk County is huge. It really is huge. But I didn't like the idea of using whatever equity I have left on rent and watching it dwindle. So I thought at least having equity and having something would probably be the better way to go. But I will speak to a financial advisor and find out. My friend Maxine loves the guy that she uses, and she said he was just wonderful. So rents are the same as mortgage payments. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, when David was talking about it, he was talking about on on the for a one bedroom apartment, I think it was again somewhere around 2500. So yeah, I'm trying to break it down in bite-sized pieces because right now I'm living in a world of overwhelm. You did? Oh yeah, in where was it, D? You know something? I think that's really a good way to go. Renting short term to know where you want to be, I think is a good way to go. Yes, you can deduct the property taxes. And, you know, and your mortgage interest on the mortgage, if you have a mortgage. So, yeah, it's, yeah, I think really, truly, because if you buy something right away and then you hate where you are, then what? And nobody can guarantee what the market is going to be like. You know, ideally, I think you rent it for a year. I think what is about 45 minutes away? By oh, mobile. Yes, I definitely have to do that. Oh, really? Oh, you can rent there? That is true. Yes, that is true. Do I get my choice of who I want as a roommate? Yes, I would like a garage for my car, and I certainly would love to have a yard for my dogs. I know that is the scary part of it, because there is some of my stuff that I want to take with me. Gulf Shores is a beautiful area. Hello there from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Um, I would love to have, if anybody is, but how do you do that if somebody is advertising for a roommate and you don't know them from a hole in the wall? Is it risky? I don't know. You might get a good I watch too many crime shows. That's my problem. So it's kind of scary. I mean, it certainly would be lovely. You're afraid of hurricanes. I'm afraid of hurricanes too. It's much cheaper in Alabama. Yes. Word of mouth. That's true. It does sound risky. It sounds scary. I would not do it. I don't know that it's obvious. It depends upon the situation. I would actually, on many levels, like to have a roommate. I would really like that, but I would like it to be somebody that I knew, not just a total stranger who could be a crazy person. They could be really nice, but you don't know, unfortunately, until you live with them. It's just, Linda had gotten a roommate at one point. You can do a background check. She had gotten one off Craigslist, and the girl really turned out to be crazy. It never works out. No, she had gotten this person truly that her brother, I think it was, someone from her family, called Linda after she had been living there for months and months and said that she should get her out of there, because I don't remember what the mental illness was, but there was something. And so it's scary because you don't know. I guess she seemed perfectly normal when when Linda first spoke to her. So I guess it can be frightening. So you don't know. You do word of mouth, yeah. And word of mouth, I mean, that's certainly a great way to go. If somebody knows somebody, that would make a difference. But I think ideally, I mean, at this stage of my life, I've done the alone me long enough. Yes, yes. A roommate would be torture for you? Oh, oh, really? Yeah. I I don't know. I don't know, but maybe it's the Golden Girls thing, that how nice it would be. Really? Oh, for heaven's sakes, that's surprising, Denise. I just I think ideally it would be so nice to have company. It would be nice to have somebody to talk to when you feel like talking. It would be nice to have somebody to share things with. It's kind of like, I've often said, if you are alone and you go on vacation, or forget about vacation, if you go any place and you see something wonderful or something beautiful, there's nobody to turn around to and say, yeah, yeah, that's great. There's nobody to turn around to and say, wow, look at that. Isn't that terrific? And I think it would be nice. As I say, I've been alone for a long time, but I never considered myself a loner because my business kept me so busy and so in touch with people. and so out there and so involved. And I became very involved with the people that many of the people that I sold houses to and for over the years became friends because, I cared about them, and the relationships evolved. Mm, yeah, I am too, Irene, no question about it. Companionship sounds, I mean, it sounds like a nice thing. Maybe it's just the stage that I'm at. I don't know. I have been alone for a long time, so exactly. I know, Myra. And it's just something to consider because you don't know. It's all uncertain. It really is all uncertain. All we can do is do the best we can with any given set of circumstances that we find ourselves in. And you have to change. That's the hardest thing for me. Patty, I agree. I think, as I say, when Linda said it years ago, I used to laugh at her because I said, "You want to live in a commune?" And she said she really did. She wanted this central, she always used to say if she won the lottery, that she would love, yes, exactly. That's exactly it, Irene. I had lots of connections. I was very involved with people. Not too much chocolate this week, Denise. Not too much at all. I actually, you know why? Because when I went to get my prescription filled, they had a sale of a sort on the Lindt chocolate, and I thought I was picking up my hazelnut, and it was a big mistake. Are you meaning that I got the wrong one. Sandy, are you meaning that for yourself, or were you thinking that for me? Yes, I think I probably would. I think I would make friends. I really basically like people, and I'm outgoing. Yeah, it's good if you're going to have a rental place. It's really good to have it not far away in case anything needs to be done, unless you have a property manager. So that can be helpful. I have sold houses to investors over the years and have always suggested to them that if they live relatively locally, that they should consider getting the homes that they are going to rent not too far away because it's going to make their life much easier. Yes, yes, I'm sure, Denise. It's a huge change. It really is a huge change. Yeah, I thought you meant you too. Yes, and isn't it hard? Because you go from feeling as if you're part of something bigger than yourself, and you're part of something that is meaningful to you in your world. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that it is. I'm sure it's hard. And then that is so hard. It really is so hard, Denise, when you feel that close to somebody. I mean, I've had relationships like that too. Yes, I know you've said that so many times, Sandy, that it's a very different feeling. Yeah, I think making a change. Don't they say that that's one of the most stressful times in life? Yes. Yeah, Lauren, that's the truth too. You really think that you are very close to people sometimes, and then you realize as you start to split off and splinter as a group. Yeah, yeah, I definitely get it. It is very, very hard. They talk about losing a job or leaving a job or retiring. The high stress level like it is with a divorce or separation, or the death of a spouse or significant other, or any of those things that give you the most angst and make your life totally different. So it's so important. You can get them jet fuel hairspray. As a matter of fact, maybe you can create it and make a fortune for all those who have left the airlines willingly or otherwise. Yes, yeah. I mean that's true. But you still need other people in your life, I think. I really think so. Unless, I mean, some people truly are lone are loners, and they really enjoy being alone, or they don't relate well to other people. So I think for them, that's their thing, and that's okay. And I think sometimes what we do, especially in this generation, in this time, I think we can be connected but further isolated in a way if we get so involved online where we sit behind a computer screen typing away and relating to people and things that we don't know, not in a situation where you really get to know somebody, but I'm talking about those things out there that are kind of unrelated. Oh, oh, yeah, it's not easy. And my identity has been so connected to my real estate career for such a long time that it's part of who I am. It's kind of like when they say, if you're successful, you are not your success and your success is not you. Nor is, nor if you fail at something, nor is the failure who you are. And yeah. Did they? Did they do that? Of course, now everything is so different with music. All you have to do is download it on whatever your device happens to be, and you just kind of go about business. So, yeah, I think we are lucky as a group. There's always a senior to welcome you. Actually, yeah, I mean, we do have that. I'm also starting what I was talking about was when we spend a lot of time online, just say on Facebook or Instagram or any one of those things, we're connecting, but we're isolated at the same time. And hours and hours and hours can go by, and we're not really interacting in the world that we live in locally. So I think that people sometimes cut themselves off. 78's have good old music. Oh, it's not that I can't do real estate. It's been hard for me to do here. There's lots of female support. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I would like that a lot. I couldn't do real estate for a while because my walking was difficult, and it wasn't, I mean, I could do it from my point of view. From the client's point of view, it was difficult because the way they perceive you is different. And what happened was, because I was out of work for quite a while, it's like starting all over again. And it's been really, really difficult to get back in. I've tried so hard. I have had near misses, but nothing worked out. And much to the contrary of the perception by some that I enjoy drama, I actually hate drama. And I like an even keel. I like my life to be on an even keel. And it essentially was for a very, very long time. Within the framework of reality, there are ups and downs in everybody's existence. My manager is, yeah, she's clearly not. I have asked for the help, and it is what it is. And unfortunately, I had a couple of instances where things that should have come to me didn't. So it just made it more difficult, and it made it harder to get back into it. And unfortunately, real estate in downstate New York, best case scenario, when you have something that goes to contract, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 months to close. So forget about getting a listing or working with a buyer. And of course, a listing would be easier for me now than walking around to lots of houses with buyers because of the stairs. And if I got a listing tomorrow, it doesn't sell immediately. And I know, it is what it is. And perception is reality. The perception that people have is their reality. And that's a universal truth. The way anybody perceives you is based upon their experience. Yeah, I know. I know. It is a long time. It is a very cutthroat business. It doesn't have to be, and I always said that it really doesn't have to be. There is enough business to go around. People don't have to do what they do. But, people are people. Some people are wonderful, and some people operate by gaming the system. So, but that's true of any business. I've heard it said of so many businesses that there are the good and the bad. Yeah. And I have to tell you, I have loved being in real estate. I've loved it. I've made friends I would never. Yeah, I thought about that too, but if I have to move, what am I doing? So I, then if I, it is hard. And if I go somewhere else, I would have to take the licensing, the courses again, the licensing, go through the whole process, and then start from scratch, not knowing anything about the area and or anything else, and being in the same kind of situation where the older people in the group, generally speaking, are not thrilled to have somebody new coming in, generally speaking. So I don't know. I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it because it's what I know and it's what I love. I really love it. I love getting people houses that they fall in love with. I love helping people sell their houses and move on to the next step of their lives and to make them happy in the process. So, was it a lot? It was expensive to rent. I wonder how much the rent is. Do you remember, Sandy? Yeah, I think, of course, the thought of moving one time being, it is very emotional. There's no question about it. Yeah, New York is really, really tough. Yeah. See, that kind of thing I would love. Or I would love to work for a builder and be in the models, because Lord knows I know enough about houses, and I certainly know enough about the things that go into it in terms of the upselling that they do with all the stuff that they have available. But those are choice positions that people, it is very expensive to live here. You're right, Irene. It really is. It's tough to live here. And a lot of people find themselves priced out. Yeah, I mean, it would be wonderful if it were available, but it's, as I say, it's a prime kind of thing, so not that easy to get. And then again, how anxious would anybody be to have somebody of my age come into something like that, where they could get somebody much younger, and that could, although maybe if it were in a 55 and over place, it would be a good thing. I'm sure that they have, and a lot of people I know have left as well. So many people have said that they just can't live here anymore. Maybe a reduction in rent. A reduction in what rent? Uh, I don't know. It's yeah, I think I was going to say, I think for anybody going into a 55 and over community, for example, might be, yeah. Yeah, the question is, does anybody need it, or does anybody want it? And certainly the staging or that kind of thing, but I don't know if people do that or want to have help decorating their place. Irene's cable for basic. Oh, you're talking about on the island? Really? Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I mean, yeah, the all those kind of things here are crazy expensive. Cable is, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I could be a leasing agent. That's definitely a possibility. Did you? Oh, that's wonderful. That really is. I would imagine so. I really would imagine so. And I mean, I think I would love to do something like that. I really, really would. It would be so great to once again have the connection. Babysitting a newborn. Oh yeah, no, 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 no. Uh-huh. Being one of them is a good thing. I know, but they do grow up, Denise, and I would imagine they might want you to stay for a while. Yes, I actually could see me doing that as well. I think that I would really, really love that. As I say, I mean, I really loved what I did. I thought for many years that I was the luckiest person on earth, doing what I loved so much and making a good living at it. It was just such a joy. I used to pinch myself, just feeling so blessed and making friends that I never, that's when you quit. So it's, everything's up in the air at this point, but at least I'm looking at possibilities. So I know, isn't that hard, Irene, when you love your job to suddenly, it's, it's, it really feels like a loss. It really does. And you feel as if a piece of you is missing, or at least that's how I feel. I feel like a really big piece of me is missing. It's so much of who I am. I mean, I would go into any store, anywhere, and have people say, "Hi, Jerry, how are you?" And tell me what was happening in their lives, what was new, and all of that. So it was great. It was really great. It was a very, very special thing to do. And I felt, oh yeah, I believe that. Yes, yeah, I'm sure that that's hard, but that I'm sure you can get into anywhere because there's always a need for it. If I were physically able, and of course if I had the means to be able to do it, I would love to do that. You were called the cat pusher. Aw, aw, yeah, yeah, yeah. I would listen. I am definitely willing and happy to try a different road. They all knew you? Yeah, I'm sure that they did. Yeah. I think trying to reinvent yourself, as I said, in California, if you had your license, you could sell. Yeah, the thing is, well, having a license in New York, there's reciprocity with certain states, but not that many. And most of the states that I would consider, there's no reciprocity. So I'd have to start from scratch. And I would have to do the training, get my license, and start all over again. And real estate is very different every place but New York, because New York, downstate, we have attorneys doing the contracts. So it's a whole different ballgame with that stuff. Absolutely, Irene, and no question about it. The financial advisor is high on my list, and I do plan to talk to Maxine's guy, which reminds me I have to call her. You can do it online now? Oh, yeah, I know. With a lot of this stuff, that's great. Oh, Mary, hi. You just got home from dinner. That's great. Good for you. I hope it was enjoyable. No, I'm not going to be able to work right away. It's going to take a little time. Arizona would be great on some levels. Yeah. Uh, yeah. No, I don't make lists. I don't make lists. I would be bad at lists. Yeah, about Carol, about being near. I would love to be near the kids, but there are issues with it. Number one, I don't know if I could tolerate the heat in the summer in Arizona. I just don't. Also, no, I wouldn't want to do that because it's cold up there, and I don't want to go colder than where I am. I hate the winters. I really do. I really so appreciate that, Melissa, and I thank you very much. And believe me, I am considering it. I thank you. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, Syracuse is way north. I mean, yeah, I just need I just I need more information. You're in Arizona now? Really? Because I mean, my daughter-in-law lives there with the boys. Of course, David is in California, but he goes to Arizona every other weekend. He has told me he thought I should move to Arizona because he told me that way he would see me when he goes to see the boys. But my contention is he sees the boys every other weekend. Neither he nor the boys are really going to want me cutting in on that little bit of time that he has with them. It's a finite period of time until they're grown up, and then that's gone forever. And they all deserve to have that time with each other. It's so important, and he has a great relationship with both his boys. So, but there's a huge difference already next door to Michelle, right? It's hard. Yeah, that's what they told me. They deserve to have time with me. I would love to have time with them. Cheaper than Florida? Where are you moving to, Chris? Is that 50 minutes in California time? Because I understand the traffic is horrible in California. Arizona, yeah, traffic, I heard traffic is terrible. Up to 2 hours rush hour. Yeah, I know when David has said to me, when he goes to Arizona on the weekend, he said it never pays for him to leave LA until after 9 o'clock at night. Because until 9 o'clock at night, the traffic is so bad that it doesn't make sense for him to leave until then. And then he's got like this 7 or 7.5 hour drive into Arizona. And again, I mentioned to my daughter-in-law that David had said that I should consider Arizona. Yeah, worse than the LIE. Yeah, they say it's really terrible. I mean, David lived here. He said the traffic out there is horrible. Sun City houses from 2 to 400. Yeah. Yeah, Hawaii's very expensive. There are a number of retirement communities. Yeah, if he would want, I don't know if he'd want to. He's going to be 13 this summer. They get so involved with their friends, and then they don't, does he want to be with grandma? I just wonder. I just wonder. I'm so confused. Sun City, South Carolina. Yeah, a lot of people like the Sun Cities. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. $8 for a gallon of milk. What? $8 for a gallon of milk? Really? Oh, did they? Oh, that's wonderful. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Sun City. As a matter of fact, my cousin Eileen was the first one to move out to Arizona. She lived in Sun City. She lived there until she died. She loved it. She had, I don't know if she said lemon trees or do they have grapefruit trees or so, I don't know what the heck. Food isn't that expensive on Maui. They might have dog restrictions. Oh, yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. Maybe I should do that thing like pin the tail on the donkey, put on a blindfold, and just stick a pin in a map of the United States and see where I wind up. But when I had mentioned to Michelle that David suggested that Arizona could be the best place for me, oh, Michelle said, oh no. So she either didn't want me to come there or didn't think it was a good idea for me. Maybe she didn't think I would be happy there. I don't know. Yeah. I know there are agents that work in the 55 and over communities too. This is absolutely true, and my father said that many, many years ago. He said you can never run away from yourself because wherever you go, you take you there. That is absolutely true. But I don't know. I would like to make, oh, okay, all on one floor, I know. Oh, my cousin was so thrilled when she moved out there. Yeah, I don't know. I think, in the end, if my health holds out, my health is the one great unknown. And I used to trust it. I used to trust that I could take care of myself. Mm, I don't know. I have lots of work to do. I have the physical work and I have the mental work. Funny. I know my younger brother went to Hawaii last summer. He was there for a couple of weeks. They loved it. HOA 500. What? HOA 500 a year, not a month? I know the hospitals are really good out there. That I know. That's funny. That's really funny. I just don't know if I could tolerate the heat in Arizona. I mean, it gets up to 118 degrees David used to say to me, but it's a dry heat. And I used to say to him, but if you can fry an egg on the sidewalk, it's too hot. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to look into all of it though. No, it doesn't get as hot in Florida, but it is very humid. And that is horrible. I mean, it's really humid. The YouTube Sandy? Flipping hot. You're absolutely right. Oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. What is this that you subscribe to? What did I miss? What did you watch? The People Watch video? What's the People Watch video? Yeah, you did get used to it? I have to tell you, I would be such a happy camper if I never saw snow again. I hate snow. I really hate it. From September to April in Arizona? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not a world traveler. That is not my thing, at least not in this lifetime. Yes. Oh, I think that would have to be the case. I really do. Um, yeah, it's got to be wonderful. They have a new community in Arizona also. Excuse me. Somewhere near Phoenix, just right near Phoenix. It's hot at night in Arizona. Is it? Um, no humidity. Yeah. That's what David did tell me about California. He said the weather is wonderful. He said it's absolutely wonderful. He said weather is just not an issue. He never thinks about the weather when he's planning to do anything. No bugs where? No, you can't be saying no bugs in Florida. 112. Oh my God. Ugh. No snow, no property tax. Oh my God. Arizona. Oh, I can't imagine living without AC in the summer. Weather is perfect in California. That's what David said. And yet, and yet, um, he still says that if he could live any way he wanted to, that he would go back to Scottsdale. He loved Scottsdale. Yeah, my AC is on too. I put it on the beginning of the summer and it's on the whole summer. Yeah. Well, it's certainly a lot. Yeah, that's a real issue. That's a real issue, no question. The medical is paramount importance. Really. Yeah. But they have some very strange bugs in Arizona. It's seven. Oh, that's nice. Yes, I know. Scottsdale is beautiful. It's funny though, my daughter-in-law was saying the one thing that they have those javelinas, and apparently they were living in Greyhawk, and in Greyhawk, the javelinas would just cross the road right in front of the car and just go running into the community and everything. It's so different than anything I know. And I remember when they first were out there for the first couple of years, they were concerned about scorpions. I mean, I'm all alone. That would scare the hell out of me. It really would. Excuse me. I am not a bug lover. I am definitely not. I don't think I could tolerate that any too well. So, okay. I think I'm going to. No. Oh, yeah, right. I know. It's amazing. You have checked everywhere? Oh, Sonoma. Yes. Yeah. Electric bills 200 in the summer. Are you again, you're talking about Arizona now, Chris? Or are you talking about Missouri? Arizona? There are no bugs? Also, I heard there are a lot of bees in Arizona. Yeah, I know. That's what I have to do. I have to weigh the pros and cons. Exactly. Yes. That's funny. Right. And fires. Where's the senior commune? Right, you're absolutely right. He has to spray for insects. Yeah, I can't. Oh, that. Yeah, the thought of snakes, I have to tell you. Oh, but in Arizona, I know they have snakes when my daughter-in-law, when they go on hikes, but I'm not about to hike. Bees are good, not when they're near me. I have a lot of allergies, so we need the bees. Yeah, but not near me. I know there are different kinds of bugs. It's true. Yeah, that's really big, Denise. Yeah, yeah. Again, I think I need to kind of work it backwards. Humidity is good for your skin. You can always spray your face. Do you remember? I don't know if any of you remember the video that I did when I had gotten that finishing spray and I started choking when I sprayed it on my face. It was really funny. Yes, I know, that's true. They say that Arizona is really good for allergies, the low, just rattlesnakes. Oh, God. Son of a gun. Lots of shopping. Yeah, I know. How far is Sun City from Scottsdale? Yeah, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against bees as long as they don't come near me. California has rattlesnakes. OMG. That's terrifying. Oh my God. You've never seen a snake? Good. That is so funny. Yes, New York definitely does have its monsters, but King Kong is not one of them. I sort of was voting for King Kong to win. Yeah, all across the Southwest has rattlesnakes. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know what I would do if I was confronted by a snake. Did you? Yes, I know they have lots of shopping centers. You really? They don't come after you? I would be terrified if I saw. First of all, I would have been terrified when I was able-bodied, but I can't run now. Great for arthritis. I take my cane and bunk it, right? I told you that I had lost my cane temporarily last week, and thank God I found it. You know, the funny thing is I've been trying to walk without it lately. They're not hanging around all over. Yeah, I just wouldn't want to open the front door and suddenly be confronted by a snake that could kill me. I know gators are fast. And those jaws, oh my God. What else I lost? What else did I lose? Cottonmouth? Had to be on the lookout? Really? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Wow. Yeah. I guess people who are used to it, it's, you know what it is? It's the same thing as with everything else in life. It's the devil you know. Gators coming up in your yard? Oh my. Yeah, I'm not too sure I could. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's terrifying, Patty. You have stink bugs? Do they stink? Yeah. And you never get a crazy one that comes after you? Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine it was scary as hell. It's scary as hell to me, and I'm just listening to your story. I cannot even fathom it. Really. That's really funny. That really is. I know that my daughter-in-law had been really frightened when she first, not frightened, but nervous. Oh, yes, I've heard of that. She was nervous about, I know the scorpions kind of scared her. After David left, Zach became the scorpion catcher. You haven't. Oh, good. That's good to know. Yeah. And what about tarantulas? I also understand that rats can come up out of toilets. So where are the bed bugs? I agree with you. That would make me nervous too. Yeah. No, I definitely, not a good idea. Son of a gun. Now that is a frightening thought. When I was very young, a squirrel came out of your daughter's toilet. Who has chocolate? I'm with you, Myra. I started to say, though, I didn't have too much chocolate this week because when I went and I thought I was buying the hazelnut, I accidentally bought the, what was it called? Salted caramel, and it was horrible. Rats coming up in sinks. Where's the wine? Uh-huh. They flop over and lay there. Oh my. Well, right now, you never saw a snake? Oh, that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy to hear. Yes, I would love a big, big hunk of chocolate. I really would. I haven't even been buying the Atkins bars lately, and I really miss that too. That was good. Yeah, I mean, LA, a lot of, I mean, California, a lot of people do. Aw, aw. You don't have rats in the plumbing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I can't even conceive of that. I mean, I had little Mickey Mouse in my house that time, and that was scary enough for me. So, really, oh my Lord, I wouldn't feel so alone. Well, if are you saying because of the boys? Because I don't know how much time. I would see them. I would love to be close to them, though. I really would. I would love to be able to just get a hug. Would you? Yeah. I know one of my friends has said for years, one of my friends here, that she has a friend who moved out to Scottsdale and she would love, you want a hot fudge sundae? Actually, that sounds perfect, Mary. You go out and get them for all of us. Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah. She absolutely, she went to visit her friend the first time right after she moved there. Yeah, I would love to be. And I think, I mean, well, but again, it's different now. Zach is going to be going off to college in the fall. And oh, yum. And he's going to be sleeping on campus, so he won't even be seeing his mother that much. Exactly. I don't know yet. A wine popsicle. Yeah, that's what David tells me. I don't want, the only thing the only thing I am concerned about, the indulgent happy hour. It would be very sad to be close to David and still not see him. That would be, I would just love to. I think it would be, I know, I know, they do. They really do. So where do you wind up? Where do you go? I don't know. It's funny. As I say, my cousin had moved out many years ago to Arizona. And then, yeah, yep, that is true. And then her son moved out there. They had lived in Rockland County, New York, and they just loved it there. And now, I mean, my cousin just, Arizona's home to him and has been for a long time. Northern Arizona, I know has cooler weather, but if I went to Arizona, I would definitely go to, well, Scottsdale or Sun City. Or did we determine? You're right. I think you're right. Moving is hard. Yeah. Yep. It's very difficult. It really is. Um, Forgot what I was going to say. Something about Arizona. Sell it all, buy new. There are a couple of things that I have that I really love, though. Jobs dictated all the moves. Yeah. They had wanted me to move out to Arizona after they moved. And there was a period of time when I thought that maybe I would do it, but my fear was that they would then, yeah, that would be a good idea to rent first to just make sure that it's the right place rather than buying in case you get stuck. Although there are certain areas where they say it doesn't matter because houses sell so well. But then again, markets change. Sun City is about 30 miles away from Scottsdale. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm getting closer to the place where I'm going to be ready to call in a tag sale person. I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping within 2 weeks I can do that. Yeah, yeah, a cup and a plate. Oh my God. I can't even imagine it, Lauren. I can't even imagine it. Although I told you, David said 2 bedrooms, 2 baths on a golf course, 1,300 a month. Was it nice? Was it a nice rental? Because I had looked at some rentals around Scottsdale and they were more expensive than that. Really? Yeah. I know one or two of my daughter-in-law's friends have since left Scottsdale. One moved back to New Jersey and another one moved somewhere else east. Um, and yeah, they all miss the people who, exactly. Makeup. No, 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 I can't go anywhere without my makeup. I don't throw out my garbage without putting my makeup on. Market doesn't matter. Well, market only matters if you need to move and the market stinks and you're losing money. Exactly. You want to stay. Toothbrush and toothpaste you can buy anywhere. Yeah, that part of it, I can't imagine it. I mean, some of my stuff I've had with me for many years. It gives me comfort. Is that crazy? The familiar, having some of the familiar pieces. I look around and I say, okay, well, that can go and that can go and that can go, but I really would like this not to go. And then I look at it and I say, oh my God, it's going to be, yes. I know my daughter-in-law has been renting for years, and the rentals were very high. I mean, it was 3,000 and more for the rents. Yes, I've been getting on Zillow. That's what I've been doing. I've been getting on Zillow, buying new. It's therapeutic. Yeah, don't forget though. I'm gonna really need to be very careful with the money that I have once I get out of here. No, under the best of circumstances, even if the best case scenario works out, which probably won't happen, but even if it does, then I still need to be careful. But moving the stuff, moving the stuff is so costly. It really is crazy costly. Uh, it depends upon weight, right? And the stuff is heavy. It's this big, heavy stuff. I have a couple of armoires. I have a dresser that I love. My bed, I won't give up my bed because it took me a long time it's so comfortable and it took me a long time to find. Lots of cowboys in Tucson. Yeah, but once again, I think it comes back to being somewhere near somebody that I know so that I don't feel alone, I don't feel isolated. That would be good. Oh well. All right, it's getting long. So I think I'm going to get ready to shut it down and find a cowboy. Now there you go. That's a great idea. Now, why didn't I think of that? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, again, and I do believe that I would make friends. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 to 2 hours away is not what I would want to do. So yeah, I'm gonna look on Zillow. I'm gonna look at all the different areas and I already know the answers. Thanks a lot, Dee. Yeah, Myra, I'm sure that you're right. It would be cheaper to buy new. And isn't that sad? And new is not as good as the old. The funny thing is when I get something and I love it, I'm not that one to go for the shiny penny. I'm really happy with what I have, what's been around. I'm really great with that. The toothbrush. Yep. And so it goes. Okay, so I will be back on Wednesday night, but let's see if we can figure out how to do something on Facebook in between. So if you can figure it out, Sandy, let me know. And anybody who wants to join us, if we can figure it out, let's do that. So we'll try to do that on Facebook and see if we can make it work. I'm sure that there's got to be a way. So it's a good thing. $20,000? Oh my God. Oh my God. Aw, thanks, Denise. I really appreciate it. And yes, thanks, Melissa. See you on Wednesday night. And as I say, possibly before, if we can figure something out. And take care. Maybe something new and exciting will happen between now and then. Good exciting. Good exciting would be good. 20,000 is crazy. It really is crazy. Rita, take care. And once again, I know that I'm a full-time job for you, and I thank you so much. But no, yeah, this is true. This is absolutely true. But I'd have to take some things out anyway, so I would have, good night, Chris. I would have, I would still have boxes going out there by truck, I'm assuming. So, I mean, my dishes and things like that. I don't want to give up everything. I want to have some things that are familiar. Good night. Mail it to myself. Yeah, actually, somebody had mentioned that once before, sending things out by UPS or something. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, kitchen, breakfast, washer, dryer. What? Oh, wow. That's unbelievable. Now, that sounds like a rent that I would love. Yeah. Okay. Once again, good night, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I'll figure it out. In the meanwhile, I'm going to get on the computer and start looking at places. So that's exciting. If anybody knows any specific places, text me, email me, Vox me, whatever. And I thank you very much for all your help. As always, take care, everybody.